Okay, I'm back. I'm going to show you guys how I color my chocolate. Being that the stores are very, very, very low on chocolate due to the Halloween holiday just passed, I'm using almond bark to show you guys how I color my candy. Now this candy, it's the consistency is a lot thinner than the white chocolate melts, but we're gonna make this work. Step one, you always want to use coloring that is for candy, because if you don't, most colors have a water base, so it will cause your candy to seize up, and it's just no good after that. Um, so you definitely want to use something that says candy color. So this is for candy because it's oil base, and I have different colors. Today I'm going to do pink because that's the only color I don't already have. It's definitely time to order some more because these are about empty. Um, and like I said, you can use coconut oil, which I have right here. I'm not going to use this one today, but this is one of the oils you can use to thin out your candy if it gets too thick. And here, when I ordered this, it was very hot, so in between shipping, these are actually like flakes, and yeah, it kind of melted, and once it got back to its solid stage, it's just this very big hard block. But I do have some little crumbs down here on the side that I'm able to use. So what you want to do is you want to cut your blocks up into small pieces, and you're going to you want to put it in the microwave. Now, another important process is glass warms up different from from plastic. Usually I have these, just some cups that I get from Walmart, because it's only used for my chocolate purposes. So I have some of these, and sometimes I'll use glass. You want to start out 30 seconds. You do your first 30 seconds, you take your candy out. Even if it still looks solid, you still want to move it around, because somewhere in there, the chocolate has already started melting. So you don't want to not mix it, and you just keep warming it up. And before you know it, your candy is burnt, and it's no good. And glass definitely heats up quicker than plastic. So you definitely want to keep an eye on this and stir it every 30 seconds after you warm it. Most of the time, you're only going to do 30 seconds, maybe twice. But definitely you want to keep stirring it when you're using glass. The plastic, it takes a little longer. Once you do your first 30 seconds, depending on how much chocolate you're warming up, you might not have to do it twice. And then you may also can drop down to 20 seconds or 15 seconds. You don't have to let it stay in the whole 30 seconds after you do it at least once, maybe twice. Just depends on how much chocolate you're warming. So this is already warm, and I want to go ahead and get started before it starts to cool down. Now with this pink, it doesn't take a lot. And I think yellow, and I want to say green, maybe another color. It doesn't take a lot. Like, literally, it doesn't take a lot to color with these colors. You can, like, if you want to make a more vibrant color, you can buy your pink candy melts, and you can add some of this. You can still add some paint color into it, and it just makes it a more vibrant pink, if that makes sense. Which I'll also come back and do a video of that to show you guys what I mean. So what we're going to do is, because I know this is going to thicken up some, I'm just going to add a little bit of my crystals. I can get it out without the hole. And I may have to warm this up again because I had already did it. And there's not that much going in there. Alright. You guys can see just that little bit. Start off with a small amount. And look how pink that is. And I literally only used a small amount. So you can use an even smaller amount. Now it has thickened up a little bit. Only because, like I said, the candy was starting to get a little cold. So I'm going to stick it in the microwave for about 15 seconds. And I still have a few chunks of the crystals in here. But for the most part, this is the consistency that you're looking for. And this is a very, very pretty pink. Some colors may take a lot more. But definitely, I know pink and yellow, I think green or orange, one of those, it doesn't take that much. And also, when you're warming your candy, if it gets too hot and it doesn't form clumps, you still have a chance, so don't get discouraged. You just need to let it cool off, because if the chocolate is too hot, it will stiffen up quick, and it'll look like I need to put this back in the microwave. No, especially where you're using glass. You just set it to the side, let it cool down some, give it a stir. If you have to, after it cools down, add a little coconut oil or the Paramount crystals. It will definitely put you here to this stage. So remember, when it's too hot, as long as it doesn't clump up or burn, you still have a chance to save your candy. Just set it to the side, let it cool off, and you'll be all right. And this is not hot, but it's a little warm, so once it cools down, it'll have an even prettier flow. But this is perfect. So that's it for how I color my chocolate.